Definitely. I've noticed on YouTube, you've been, well, I think you start, where I found your channel was the Authentic or Charlatan.
I did one on you.
Yeah, I remember that video you did on me. So you would basically take somebody online who maybe people would question and really go through a deep dive and analyze, are they being authentic or are they being like a fake guru? And I think lately, it seems like this last like 8 months has really taken off for the whole like the fake guru industry. Is that a thing?
Agreed.
Yeah.
I have had the sense for a long time that a lot of what I've seen was not really what it is.
Yeah.
I'm come from a very fortunate position in life. My family does pretty well. And so I've been around money in my life and been very fortunate for that. And so I've seen what real wealth looks like. But I look at online and these guys are flashy. They got the sports cars. I'm going to teach you how to get rich. Buy my course and teach you how to get rich. And so I've always felt like there was something missing. And that series was simple. There was no other reason than let me just get an objective look at people who are popular on social media. Let me give them a fair shake. Yeah. And let me see, because I run a meetup here in Las Vegas for real estate investors, and a lot of people were coming and they were following the wrong people, or they were following Fortune Builders, which is a big business and one of these expensive seminars. And I just wanted to do something where I say, hey, let me look into the background of these people and figure out if they should be someone you follow or someone you're not. And then that was all. It wasn't so much about like ruining reputation or anything. And you obviously were a big name, and I felt like you were a good voice in the real estate space. So I did a couple episodes that were probably a little more negative, and then I wanted to do one where I kind of painted you in a good light.
Yeah. The thing is, though, negativity definitely gets the clicks. Nobody wants to hear authentic or charlatan. Oh, he's authentic. Oh, we knew that. They want to hear like he's a charlatan.
My audience wants blood.
They do. And so it's, well, here's the thing. I don't just think it's your audience. I just think it's people in general would rather hear something a little bit negative. It gets them.
What are we not seeing?
Exactly. What they're not telling you. That used to be a big thing. See, when I first started making YouTube, it was all about exposed. If you put exposed in the title, this is like 4 years ago, the video would blow up.
Yeah.
Grant Cardone exposed. Dave Ramsey exposed. And all of them.
It gets clickbaity if you aren't delivering. And that's where I try to do my best, because I do know there's some titles where I'm like, oh, that's a sexy title, and oh, I know it'll get views, but I think it's a little not fair for the person I'm speaking about. Sure. So there is a fine line for sure on YouTube.
Yeah, so how do you pick people as a target, or like as a subject?
At this
Not
point,
a target, a subject.
Yeah, subject. At this point, a lot of people I've reached a point now where a lot of people reach out and they say, hey man, you really need to cover this guy. So I'm over here watching like sports highlights, and then thankfully for my audience, thank you so much for reaching out, for those of you who do send messages. So that's generally now is how I see it. But I'm on YouTube all the time. This is truly all I do. I'm like a YouTube addict.
Yep.
Even in my free time, I'm in the culture. You know, I'm seeing what's going on, what are people talking about, what videos are getting made. And I'm doing it for my own, you know, I'm sure you do it where you see what thumbnals are working, what titles are working. Yeah. Are there colors in the images? What text? Where's the text located?
So you made an authentic or charlatan video with Graham as the main subject.
By the way, it was one of my favorite videos to make. If you remember it, I told your story backwards. Do you remember that?
I listen. I know I've seen that video multiple times.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Dope. Because I felt like your story was more interesting. It's like, oh, Graham started YouTube, this, that, and now he's doing successful. I think some people it's more interesting to stay. Here's where he's at today. Yeah. Let's tell the story backwards. There's a movie called Memento. Yeah. That's amazing. That does that.
Cool.
So what was the verdict? Was he authentic or was he a charlatan?
Charlatan.
And if he was authentic, what were like the core pieces of information that you used to determine that he was authentic? Was there anything working against him that was charlatan-esque?
Wow. I actually have a question for you. Yeah. Have you ever felt like a charlatan?
No.
Never. No. Good. Yeah. So for Graham specifically, does he do real estate? Boom, he's got verifiable success. He shares it. And then also with YouTube, that's clear as day. We can see the numbers. You also shared your numbers, so we know the income, or we did before he stopped making those videos.
Oh gosh, you know what? It got to a point where like it sounds so arrogant to say, but the numbers have gotten too high to make it like. And then it's like you're showing these numbers, like these high numbers every like 6 months. I just can't do it. I told Jack the last one I did was like how much I make with 3 million subscribers, and I was like, this is the last one I want to make. Understood. Even then, I didn't want to do that.